The leader of the Chicago Bulls, Phil Jackson, went on Dan Patrick's show and he talked about his rocky, uncertain relationship with the great Scottie Pippin. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to try to break this thing down. It's a story that I'm here to tell you. It has every real sports fan, every really true Bulls fan thinking, man, come on. Man, y'all get it together. Get it together. This is Alan with D9J Sports. This is a meaningful one to me. I need you to share this one with everybody. Let's jump right into this thing. Well, Phil Jackson goes on Dan Patrick, and Dan Patrick, of course, asked him some critical questions. And one of the questions he asked him about was about Scottie Pippin and his relationship with Scottie Pippin. And Phil talked about how when he first started out, Scottie first got in the league, he was like an assistant coach, and he used to help Scottie work on his game. And Phil also talked about how Scottie. He discussed with Mike about how Scottie would never be able to relive it down. That's Phil. This Phil Jackson saying this, saying that Mike told him that Scottie called him after Scottie wouldn't go back in the game. We all know about that when he put Tony Kukoc in, and they won the game and Scottie didn't go in. And Mike called Fields and told him that he didn't think Scottie would ever be able to live it down. Well, ladies and gentlemen, in my book, Scottie lived it down. I think it was just a situation, man, that I do understand in a sense where Scottie Pippen was coming from, because he wanted to be the next option. Now, Scottie Pippen called Phil Jackson a racist, and the reason he called him a racist, from all indications, is that because he wanted to give a white guy, Tony Kukoc, an opportunity to go in and make the last shot when he felt like all the work and all the hard sacrifices that he had made to the team, that Phil Jackson chose a white guy over him when he was really second in line. Well, that's one of those situations right there where, yes, Scottie should have went back in the game, but they won the basketball game, and that wasn't the end of it. So Phil Jackson is going to be the one person, man, that, I mean, if you listen to anybody, Phil Jackson has the inside knowledge, man, as the coach of the team, dealing with all those different personalities about who they are, how things operated. Not us on podcasts making up things and our assumptions. We're going by what Phil Jackson says. So and it's gonna be our subject. Like, if Phil Jackson tells you that Michael Jordan's better than Kobe Bryant, well, damn, you better believe it. You better believe it. So when it comes to Scottie Pippen and MJ and Phil and them, man, I'm gonna tell you right now that it's one of those situations to where me as a fan of sports, I can't believe some of the things that other people say happen. Some of the things that Scottie says happen. If Scottie's saying that it happened, yeah, but there's always in this case, three sides to a story, you know. I know that they were great, man. They were great as a team. And to see them on the court and to see that they were the chemistry that they had, I'm here to tell you, man, that no matter what, when family gets mad, and that's what this is about, ladies and gentlemen. Do not confuse yourself. The amount of championships that Scottie Pippen and Phil Jackson and Michael Jordan won together, and all the hard work and all the sacrifices them dudes went through, is just family, man. It's a family problem. And no matter what one person in the family does, the other person is going to get mad. And if the other person in the family responds, then that person is going to get mad. That's all it is. But I'm here to tell you right now. Don't you ever forget I told you this, that they are a family. They are a family. And I know somewhere deep down inside of Michael Jordan, somewhere down in Scottie Pippen, and somewhere deep down in Phil Jackson, that they wish it wouldn't be that. But this is egos, ladies and gentlemen. This is egos from family members who are prominent. All three alpha males. You got to understand, all three of these guys are alpha males, man. They're alpha males. Now, I can't speak for you. I'm just telling you from what I see from a vantage point. Man, these dudes, man, every time that I've ever seen mention Michael Jordan, man, I'm have to bring up Scottie Pippen. If I bring up Scottie Pippen, I'm gonna bring up Michael Jordan. If I bring up Phil Jackson, the first person somebody brings it up, the first person, I'm not gonna think about Kobe. And I love Kobe. You know, I think Kobe's the second greatest basketball player. I'm gonna think about Mike and Scottie. I'm going to think about Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen. All three of them are tied to the hip, man. I will tell you this, that every single time that I've ever ever, excluding The Last Dance, ever see Michael Jordan say some things about Scottie Pippen? He always says that, man, he won them rings. He didn't win them rings without Scottie Pippen. I've seen Scottie Pippen say that the greatest basketball player is Michael Jordan. If they were starting a team, the first one he say is Mike. So it's just a lot of stuff that's done went on between these guys within the family. But I tell you what, you go and you get yourself mixed up in them. And one day, and I'm telling you, one day something's going to happen. And they're going to be together. One day, Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan, I don't care what you, one day, it may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, but one day, ladies and gentlemen, Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan, they're going to be together. They're going to be together. They're going to walk out, and it's going to be one of those situations, man, to where you're going to be so elated and so happy. Let me give you an example. All it'll take, like right now, man, for MJ and Scottie, with nobody knowing it, MJ and Scottie walk out at the All-Star game together. It'll be over, ladies and gentlemen. Or you can sit up. You want to talk about, you hear me talk about podcasts all the time. What if all of a sudden you look up one day and MJ and Scottie do a podcast? Just one segment. Do you know what that would be like for us, the public, man? So you can pop off, you can say these things you want, but Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan, regardless of how rocky their relationship is, and we've heard so many people say they're never going to be friends, and they're going to, man, if it ain't Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan, man, you don't never. How many times have you told your brother, man, I ain't talking to you no more? How many times you told your family, man, I ain't talking to you no more? But the very first time somebody else want to do something to them, then you want to do something to them. So hopefully within time, this will straighten itself out. But because the lasting memory for me, man, is, and it will always be, the memory that sticks out in my mind the most when it comes to the Chicago Bulls and Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen and Phil Jackson is when, you remember what they said was a flu game, but Mike said it was food poison. And Scottie as soon as he make a bucket, he'd go lay over in Scottie's chest, and Scottie walking to the sideline, to the bench. After they won the championship against Utah the second time, and MJ and Phil Jackson going back and forth. MJ said, I know we could do it, and Phil told him it was beautiful. Man, you can't. I hope they get it together soon enough for all of us to see it. And on the way out, I'm going to tell you the meaning of how great this group is. All you got to do is mention them. All you got to do is talk about them. And they take over the airwaves. Put that in your bag, Clutch Sports. All you got to do is talk about it. This is Allen with D9J Sports. Scottie Pippen, Phil Jackson, and Michael Jordan. I can't wait for the day for the dynamic duo and the great coach to reunite and set the record straight. Allen, D9J Sports. I'm definitely OUT.